What's going on, guys? Brother Russia here, back with another video on Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle. And today we're going to be taking a look at the new STR, Piccolo, and Gohan that dropped over here on the global side. So this is going to be a 55% showcase, all at link level 1. So as you can see, 55%, no equips, link level 1. Let's kind of hop into a event here and let's see how well they're gonna perform. We'll try to get the revive off and everything like that. So let's see what we can try to, what kind of numbers, and see what kind of utility we can get out of this Gohan and Piccolo. All right, so we are here in the first event. So I brought him here against the Zamasu and Goku Black because obviously we do want to extend the fight a little bit longer. Try to get some attack stats and stuff out of them and just kind of see what kind of numbers we can get out of here. So what this Gohan and Piccolo do, leader skill wise, they are a bond of master and disciple or Saiyan Saga, key 3, 170%. They give an additional 30% to those who belong on Earthbred fighters. So it's not terrible, but the category essentially is for bond of master and disciple is basically like Gohan's, Piccolo's, a couple Gokus here and there, and like Trunks units. That's kind of like where your main utility is going to be. Though if you do run a like a Saiyan Saga category, then obviously, you know, you'll also get your Yamchas, your Tiens, your Chaozus, and stuff like that that you can add in as well. So next, for their super attack, they greatly raise attack and defense for 1 turn and cause immense damage to the enemy. So we've got him linked up here with Physical Piccolo. He's actually probably one of their better link partners. So passive wise, what they do is they get key +2 attack and defense 150%. They get an additional attack boost by up to 150%. The less HP we have, the greater the attack boost. They get a additional attack and defense plus 100% when performing a super. They reduce damage received by 40% if HP is 70% or more when receiving an attack as the first or second attacker in the slot. So if we leave them here in slot 1, they'll get 40% damage reduction after being hit. They give Bond of Master and Disciple or Saiyan Saga category allies key +2 attack and defense plus 30%. And then super class allies get key +1 and attack and defense plus 30% for 3 turns as the third attacker in a turn. So in slots 1 or 2, they get the damage reduction. In slot 3, they don't get the damage reduction, but they support super class allies. And then if HP is 70% or less at the start of the character's attacking turn, or starting from the 7th turn from the start of battle, revive with 70% HP recovered by exchanging with Gohan when the character or an ally attacking in the same turn is KO'd. So we're gonna leave my Gohan here. We're gonna leave him in slot 1. So we're sitting at 181k defense. The friend that I brought is a 69%, so we'll leave him. We'll kind of throw him off rotation. So they can, but at least here we can see it kind of both ways. Okay, so we got the attacks, and now we're gonna get the 40% damage reduction. We're looking at a 5.5 million attack stat, which isn't terrible for a 55% unit. Okay, so yeah, they didn't do too much to us. And then we got the one in slot 3. So the one in slot 3 is supporting us with the extra 30% attack and defense and the extra key, even though we don't need the key. So the friend's at 6.5 million attack stat. Okay, so I'm gonna see if we can try to take some damage here. And mainly the reason why I'm trying to do that is I want to try to get the revival off. So let's aim all attacks over here. I think the Goku in the middle might take a little bit of damage. And then I brought the AGL kid Gohan as well, just for just in case we need to recover a little bit of HP. Plus I was gonna link the two together and see like what kind of attack stats and stuff we can get. Okay, I forgot that this Gohan has a AoE when he's with like linked up with Goku. So we'll get Goku thrown off rotation and put him with the other Gohan. Or at least try to get him on a turn with Gohan, I should say. This isn't gonna do anything. That Gohan might actually be a little too strong. He might actually just survive everything. Okay, can we super the Goku? Okay. Maybe the Gohan. Maybe they can super Gohan and do a little bit of damage to him. The problem with a lot of the hybrid Saiyan units are almost all of them stack a defense. So the longer the fight actually goes on, the harder it's going to be to do any kind of damage to them. Oh, geez, yeah. Do we leave him in slot 1? I don't know if we leave him in slot 1 to take that hit, though. So, you know what? Let's leave him in slot 1, because they're gonna get attacked first, and then we'll have the damage reduction. So we'll see how well the damage reduction will actually hold up. We are also getting a 50% attack and defense buff from that. We're actually getting that from the Gohan because he is a Bond of Master and Disciple 50% support unit. So, I mean, we did take a little bit of damage, but it wasn't enough to kill. So, I mean, in Red Zone, so far, they've been performing pretty well. I mean, we're under the 70% HP threshold as well, so that's actually really good. We're gonna try to keep it under that so we can try to get that revival off next turn. We'll see if we'll be able to do it. It's gonna be kind of hard though, because it's like impossible to get these units to actually die. So we don't want same type orbs, so we'll just give you that. I'll just give you this. We'll give you that. So yeah, they're still supporting it, so we're getting extra support in that third slot for 3 turns especially as well. So having 2 of them on rotation, I guess isn't like, it's not terrible. Because you could just float 1 and then you could have 1 on actual rotation. But the problem is you almost want to wait until you can get the Gohan out, because you really want to get Gohan out to kind of use the units. Like the best of this unit's abilities is when you get Gohan into battle. Hopefully this doesn't revive the wrong Gohan. Yeah, so we're getting the friend. All right, so I didn't want the friend unit to awaken or to revive, because the friend unit's at like 69%. So I mean, I guess we could do like a turn with him just to see how well he'll perform. I mean, he's got pretty low links as well, so we can definitely give it a shot and see if it's gonna perform, if that unit's gonna perform pretty well or not. I guess we may as well just recover some HP now, since we're not going to get the another revival off, which is, I mean, I get it, but at the same time, it's kind of dumb that some, oh, well, the damage reduction isn't kicking in. I don't feel like. Oh, reduced damage received by 40% if HP is 70% or more. Were we under 70% maybe? I think that's probably what it was. But next turn, so we actually will have the well, no, we won't have the Gohan out yet because we had him in slot 3. So I'll just do a I'll actually pop a Sensu, and then I will pop a Ghost Usher here. So let's just pop this, and then we'll just pop this just to get full health back. And then we will just do this. You do this, and we'll give you that. So with the actual Gohan coming out now, he gets well, he massively raises the attack and defense for 1 turn on a super and causes immense damage to the enemy. So that's a 100% attack and defense raise. He gets Ki +2, attack and defense 150%. Plus he gets an additional attack and defense 100% when performing a super. And if HP is 58% or more, we get an additional 100% attack. He gets an additional attack and defense plus 300% and performs a crit when performing a super, and Ki +12 for 1 turn from the character's entry turn. So when the character comes out, you automatically get that, basically a free super. He gives super class allies Ki +2. He gets a great chance of performing a crit when there's a pure Saiyan category enemy, and he evades enemies' attacks, including supers, for 1 turn from the character's entry turn, and has a high chance of evading enemies' attacks, including supers, starting from the 3rd turn from the character's entry turn when there's an ally whose name includes Goku. So we'll have him right here. He's going to be in slot 2. We'll have all 7 links active, sitting at 189k defense. So we're going to leave him like this. Obviously, this is the friend unit as well. And then we're going to throw mine off rotation because we're going to give him the extra 50% boost. Or 30% boost, I'm sorry. So he's getting an extra 30% attack and defense here just by being in slot 3. So what kind of attack stats can the friend unit do? I'm curious. So this is 69% with like level 1 and 2 links. 19 million? Okay, Gohan. Wow, okay. And then we do have the high chance to dodge here. So that, I mean, at 69%, that's not bad. I'm going to say at 55%, you're probably sitting maybe around a, I don't know, 15, 16 million attack stat. I do also want to do a rotation with, I do want to get a attack in there that's not the first attack. Or yeah, I don't want to do like the first attack from when the Gohan comes out. And that's mainly because I want to see like what kind of damage we'll do, because Gohan does get the additional 300% attack and defense when he first comes out. So obviously like his first attack is going to be a massive damage dealer, but I want to see what kind of damage we can do post turn 1, because the only thing that we'll have post turn 1 is having a high chance to dodge from the 3rd turn, because we have an ally whose name includes Goku on the team. So the only thing we'll be able to do is we'll be able to dodge a little bit better. So I'm curious to see what kind of damages Gohan does post turn 1. All right, so We've got 4 links active here, sitting at 208k defense, getting a little bit of support from this Goku. You have what, key 3 and attack 59%, or sorry, 2 key and 30% attack and defense. So we're getting a little boost from Goku here. So now we'll see. Like I said, I'm interested to see what kind of attack stat we're gonna do since we're not turn 1 Gohan anymore. I wish we could have got like my 55% out, but you know, the 69% with the low links and stuff, I think does kind of help still a little bit. So 9 million, okay. So I figured it would be a massive drop off because you're not getting the 300% anymore. So, and then we do still have the like high chance to dodge, even though we just took 3 attacks. And defensively, we're not that great. Considering we have 150% attack and defense. We got an additional 100% defense when we supered because our HP was 58% or more. And honestly, that's pretty much like it. I mean, the attacks are effective against all types starting from the 3rd turn, but that's really it. I'm gonna try to run them in another event real quick and see if I can find like a 55% friend. So that way, if one revives, we can kind of we can see one and kind of see how the other one's gonna do. All right, so we are back into an event here. So we're gonna go up against the Broly here. So of course he's gonna super us in slot 1, unfortunately. And I don't think we don't really gain much, right? No, we gain 1 extra link from that. How do I want to do this? Maybe I'll do this. I'll throw him off rotation and then we'll get him back on. We'll swap him back out because I do want to keep him linked up with Piccolo. Because Piccolo seems to be kind of like the better. Actually, no, you know what? We're going to put him in slot 1. We're going to see how good he can tank in slot 1. This is obviously no support or anything like that. So we're just going in here kind of raw numbers and seeing how well we're going to tank super from Broly turn 1. 244k, okay. With a 4.4 million attack stat with no links, or with 4 links active. So, okay, we kind of get an idea of how defensively not great they're gonna be. The other problem is because we're under the 70% HP threshold. Now, I mean, we can activate the revive for sure, but the problem is like, so the friend unit, he doesn't get the damage reduction of 40% because we are under 70% HP. So you almost have to throw him into just like slot 3. Like the way I feel like this Gohan and Piccolo usage is like the best place for them, I think is going to be actually in slot 3. And you just kind of float them off rotation constantly and just kind of let them support, support the entire rotation for 3 turns every time they come around. That's kind of like I think that's kind of going to be like the main focal point that I'm going to see with this unit. And unfortunately, like I said, we are going to be leaving like mine on rotation because I do want to get him revived, and I want to see what kind of numbers of 55% Gohan actually does. Okay, so this is actually pretty good. So we're over 70% HP, and because of that, we are getting the 40% damage reduction after we receive an attack as the first or second attacker. So we'll get hit in slot 1 here. Let's see what kind of damage it'll do to us, and then we'll see if the damage reduction kicks in. Okay, well, I guess it doesn't matter because we're just gonna get hit for double digits anyway. It's weird. Okay, so how much damage is this gonna do? So we do have the damage reduction up, and this is post supering. 11. Okay. But we did get an extra 30% attack and defense boost from the friend unit because we did leave him in slot 3. So what I think I'm going to try to do, I don't know if I'm going to be able to next turn. I wanted to take some damage. How can I do this? I guess maybe like this. I can let the Gohan kind of take some damage right here in the middle slot. I really hope that it doesn't end up killing him though, because I mean the Broly does still hit kind of hard, and especially with that kid Gohan, he is an older unit. So I mean I know we stacked up a little bit of defensive stuff with him, but still never know. Which I think this Gohan's actually getting pretty close to getting an easy A as well. Okay, so nope, we're still not going to take anything. No super, no nothing. Okay. Of course, that's how it always happens to me. But, you know, obviously once we get a little bit further into the fight, you know, it's going to get more and more difficult. Now, the AoE phase is going to be, yeah, I was going to say the AoE phase is going to be super annoying. Oh, and he's going to super Piccolo too. Ugh. Like, I want to take damage, but I don't want to take that much damage. So, you know what? Let's just see. Can Piccolo face tank a super from Broly? I mean, we are getting the extra like buff anyway from the slot 3 Gohan and Piccolo. And plus we've been kind of like stacking up defense with this Piccolo anyway, so I think we might be okay. How much damage is this going to do to us? Nothing. Oh, okay. So the friend unit's going to die. Great. Well, the friend unit definitely didn't survive. My 55%ers survived. Especially like post super, we were able to survive it. But the friend unit, unfortunately, like trying to run 2 of them is going to be almost impossible, because of stuff like that happening. Let me see if we can bring like a Yamcha friend, maybe. See if I can find any Yamcha friends. I'm sure that there's got to be at least 1 or 2 out there, right? Yeah. Well, I guess 1. We'll bring him, so... Alright, let's try this. We'll do 1 more run, and we'll see if we can try to get the revival off with the Gohan. That's the main thing I'm trying to do, is to get that revival off, but it's obviously a little more of a pain to do. I guess I could have put Yamcha in slot 1, had him take some hits. Yeah, maybe we should have done that. Oh, well, actually, you know what? That's actually a really good amount of damage that we took right there. We can get the revival off next turn. If we can get smacked hard enough. We're gonna try. I mean, I'll put Piccolo in slot 1 or wherever all the attacks are, because pre-super, I feel like we'll take some damage. Oh no, we stunned him. Of course, man. This is my luck. Whenever I try to do showcases, I swear it just never works out the way I need it to. I just avoid supering with Piccolo, I guess. You're gonna super regardless, so... Man, this is so annoying. Like, this is the one thing I did not want to happen. Like, I just legitimately wanted to die right here so we can get that Gohan out and see how he would hit like 55%. But no, of course, we gotta stun him, right? Man, I swear, showcasing units is like one of the most difficult things, especially when things just don't fall into place like you need it to. Yeah, I guess we'll just do it like this. We'll keep that HP low as well. I think keeping the HP low is going to be a good thing, because the next Broly, we'll see if we can, you know, try to get a revival off. Okay, that's a lot of attacks in the front slot, so... Oh, but he's supering in the end. Could he still kill Yamcha? He might be able to. We'll just do this. We'll give you that, we'll give you that, and we'll give you that. Oh, we might actually die. Yeah, there we go. Perfect. Okay, so that's actually perfect. We got the KO off like we wanted to. All right. So that actually ended up working perfectly for us. Just probably pop these off, try to do as much damage to this Broly, and see if we can just get the other one out for STR Broly. So we did get the revival off. Next turn we will have the Gohan out. We'll have him at we'll have him linked up with Piccolo, so we'll have like 4 links active, and then we will also have the Gohan, the future Gohan, so we'll get an extra 50% support. So we should be able to do a pretty good attack stat. I'm gonna guess we can maybe do probably a 19 to 20 million attack stat is my guess. Now, mind you, of course, this is only a 55% unit, so this is what we want to show off. We want to show off the 55% unit, not the, you know, not a rainbow one or anything like that. We might actually not even be able to get to the... Yeah, let's say we're not even going to do enough damage. Okay, well, either way. So, we got 4 out of 7 links active, sitting at 165k defense. And we're gonna do a I guess we'll just do massive damage here. So we are getting the 50% support. I mean, 14 million. So there we go. There's a 14 million attack stat at 55%. Not terrible. But defensively, I mean, we saw it right there. We couldn't even take a normal right there. Let's just do this. And here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to pop a Ghost Usher just so we can make it through this round real quick. Because I do want to try to get the friend Gohan, and Piccolo on rotation. Oh no, never mind. We didn't bring him. Never mind. Either way, I mean, we can still do like another turn. We'll do one more turn at least and just see what kind of damage the 55% will do post turn 1. Now, the only thing is what I'm really worried about is the fact that we don't have any more damage reduction. And the only thing that we're gonna have is types being effective. Like all of our attacks are going to be effective, but we can't dodge because you can't dodge Broly. So, I mean, we'll see. But we do have a great chance of performing a crit when we fight a pure Saiyan category enemy. So this is a pure Saiyan category enemy that we're fighting. What are we sitting at? 169k defense. Let's leave this Gohan right here in slot 1. We do have 6 out of 7 links active, and yeah, 169k defense. So it's not the greatest defense, but you know, we may as well see, you know, how hard this is gonna hit us. We're dead. Yeah, so at 55%, I don't think this is gonna be a very good unit. I mean, if you run them like in slot 3 and you just kind of have them as like a floating unit the entire time, then yeah, you know, they might be okay. But to have 2 of these units running around, I mean, they're just honestly gonna get you killed. Like, to be realistic, if you run 2 of these units together, you're kind of hindering yourself, because if one revives, then you have the other one that you can still float. But then the problem is this Gohan comes out, he does massive damage turn 1, and then if you're fighting a boss that cancels dodge, Gohan's useless. So, and then like defensively, the defense is just so low that obviously right there, you know, we took an AoE super from Broly and 850k or 810,000, whatever it was. Either way, it one shot us and we died. So I don't know. I mean, realistically, I'd say to skip this unit, wait for him to come back on another banner that you might want to summon on, and you know, maybe try your luck then. But definitely, I would save your stones. I wouldn't waste the stones summoning for this Piccolo and Gohan. And yeah, I would just wait. I mean, we have Saiyan Day coming up. I mean, we got Golden Week coming up. Obviously, like the dual Dokkan Fest, Super Saiyan 3 Goku and the Harudegarn, which are way better than this Gohan and Piccolo are. And then we're gonna have Anniversary. So we have so many more better units coming up that you should not waste your stones on this Gohan and Piccolo. But let me know down in the comments below what your guys' thoughts are. If you guys summoned, if you guys have used this unit, what are your guys' thoughts on them? Let me know down in the comments below, and then we'll be back to do a rainbow showcase video once we get so it's funny, I've got a second one right here who is already rainbow and ready to go. But the problem was I didn't get a chance to I don't have them at full link level 10 yet, but we ended up pulling 2 in the very last multi. So I needed 1 more to rainbow, and we ended up getting 2. So we got a 55% right here, and then we have the rainbow one up here. So there you guys go. We'll be back again with a rainbow showcase. But until then, hopefully you guys enjoyed the video, and if you did, consider hitting that like button, and if you are new here, consider subscribing as well, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Bye guys.